Hello, and a very warm welcome to our third and final step of our crash course in confidence, which is to beat the fear paralysis. Now, fear of failure is arguably the biggest barrier for us trying new things and therefore enjoying new successes and experiences. Now, do you recognise that you can easily turn things down or find reasons why you shouldn't do something? Because if you did make that phone call or ask for the date or apply for a new job, you might fail, you might be turned down. And by not doing it, you're protecting yourself from that discomfort, that bit of pain, if you like, that you could experience if it doesn't work out. Does that ring a bell? Well, this happened to me. 10 years ago, I had just started being life coaching and I was given a lead to a company that were interested in my services, and that was so exciting. I came home bouncing, but I was busy. It was a day when I couldn't make the call. And then after that, I found all manners of reasons why I didn't make the call. I remembered when I was in bed at night, in the shower in the morning, driving to a client or whatever. And when I finally knuckled down to make the call, I couldn't find the number. So I completely sabotaged for myself. I sat there, oopsie daisy, and by the time I found the number, it was too late. It felt daft. I'd screwed it up really. I couldn't make the call at that point, I felt. Later, I looked at what had really happened and I realised that I had worried about the possibility of being turned down if I made the call. So by virtue, I created the failure that I was avoiding, because the only way I could succeed was to make that call that I was avoiding, which was a bit of a realisation that I had really self-sabotaged. And that's when I developed this formula to break the fear cycle, which is our golden formula number 3. And step 1 in that is to accept the fear, realise where your fears are, because we all have them. You're not going to live without fears. That's not human. So realise where they are and accept you have it. It's only if we allow that fear to get in our way, to paralyse our efforts, that it's a problem. And it's only really by doing what we're fearful of that we can also reduce that fear. So it's a double win by not letting it stopping us. One way to help you in that process is to ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen if I do this? Because often you'll find that it feels a lot worse in your head than is in reality, as in my case, it was to get a no. That really isn't life or death. So you might find the same for you. It's not that massive a deal as it might feel in your mind. Number 2 is to become aware of procrastination kicking in. Now, we can be incredibly good at finding real, on the face of it, true reasons for why we can't do something. When actually they are just avoidance techniques, sort of disguised. So be truthful with yourself. Instead of being self-righteous and justifying your reasons, challenge them. Think about ways in which you could get past them if you really wanted to. And then you might notice that, yeah, that was probably procrastination. So that's step number 2. And then third, and really very important final step in this magic formula, is to be clear on what it is you want to achieve. Only with that clarity can you set a goal with targets on how to get there, which will help you avoid the pitfall of letting fear getting in your way. Because only if you know where you're heading are you ever likely to get there. So whether that is a new business contract, as was my case 10 years ago, or it is a new partner, or harmony in your current relationship, or a new career, peace of mind, whatever it is, be really clear with yourself. What do I want? And then set some clarity around that with a goal. So that's the third formula in a nutshell. Good luck with that. We've come to the end of the crash course, and of course all 3 steps on this crash course they're all independent. They are standalone. Utilise them whenever applicable when you find that they are useful to you. And importantly, practice. These are breaking old habits, old behaviours. You need to practice and you need to have patience. Without those 2 ingredients, none of us can succeed in making big changes. So please bear that in mind. And now, so what's coming up? Well, I have some opportunities coming up. And firstly, as you're probably aware, my book, What's the Excuse for Not Being More Confident, is released on the 20th of February. And I have a pre-order offer at the moment, which is a free postage and packaging, a saving of £1.99 for any orders placed before the 20th of February. So ping me an email with your delivery address and I will gladly pop this in the post without postage when it's released. So get in touch for that. The second opportunity is to meet in person and to join me at a fairly small talk. So you'll be able to meet me, you'll be able to ask questions. The talk is Burst with Confidence in 2017. It's an hour talk followed by Q&A and a copy of my book, all for £35, and it's happening on the 23rd of February in Enfield at 9:30 in the morning. You can probably see the details popping up on the screen as we speak, and they're also in the body of the email I sent today. And then thirdly, of course, the most effective method to make any lasting changes as big as developing self-confidence is by one-to-one coaching. And if that's something you'd be interested in exploring a little bit further with me, then I offer a free consultation on the telephone for half an hour, which is an opportunity for you to tell me what it is you'd like to achieve or change, for me to explain how I work in a bit more detail, and allowing us both really to agree whether there is a match between the two and the best way forward. So those three are the opportunities coming up, which, as I mentioned, are also in the body of the email that you received today's course in. So to sign off, massive good luck. I hope you've enjoyed the crash course. If you have any questions about the course or indeed the next steps, don't hesitate, ping me an email and I'd love to hear from you. And either way, good luck, develop that great confidence that you deserve. Take care. Bye bye.